Have you ever caught yourself worrying about getting older? Maybe you've noticed a few more wrinkles, or you're not as quick on your feet as you used to be. Maybe you've even started to feel invisible, like the world is moving on without you. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. So many of us over 60 feel this way, but here's the truth. Aging doesn't have to be something you dread. In fact, it can be one of the most exciting and fulfilling chapters of your life, if you have the right mindset. That's what we're talking about today in this video: why you should stop worrying about aging. Consider 5 mindset shifts to embrace life at 60. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Easier said than done, right? But trust me, these mindset shifts aren't about denying the realities of aging. They're about changing the way you see yourself and your life so you can make the most of every moment. Whether you're looking to feel more confident, find new purpose, or just enjoy life more, these tips are for you. So let's dive in and explore the first 2 mindset shifts that can help you stop worrying about aging and start embracing it. The first mindset shift is see aging as a privilege, not a problem. Let's be honest, our society doesn't always celebrate aging. We're bombarded with messages that tell us to look younger, act younger, and basically fight aging at all costs. But here's the thing, aging is a privilege. Not everyone gets to grow old. Every year, every wrinkle, every gray hair is a testament to the life you've lived and the experiences you've had. Instead of seeing aging as something to fear, try seeing it as a badge of honor. Think about all the wisdom you've gained, the challenges you've overcome, and the memories you've made. When you shift your perspective and start seeing aging as a gift, it becomes easier to embrace it with gratitude and joy. Now let's move on to the second mindset shift. Focus on what you can do, not what you can't. It's easy to get caught up in the things you can't do anymore. Maybe you're not as fast or as strong as you used to be, or maybe you've had to give up some activities you once loved. But here's the truth. There's still so much you can do. Maybe you can't run a marathon, but you can take a walk in the park. Maybe you can't stay up all night, but you can enjoy a quiet evening with a good book. The key is to focus on your strengths and the opportunities that are still available to you. When you shift your focus from limitations to possibilities, you open yourself up to a world of new experiences and joys. And let's be real. There's something incredibly empowering about proving to yourself that age is just a number. Now, I want to pause for a moment and address something that might be on your mind. What if I'm not ready to make these shifts? Maybe you're feeling stuck or unsure of where to start. That's completely okay. Change doesn't happen overnight, and it's okay to take small steps. Start by simply noticing when you're worrying about aging and gently reminding yourself of these new perspectives. Over time, these small shifts in thinking can lead to big changes in how you feel. So let's recap what we've covered so far. First, see aging as a privilege, not a problem. Second, focus on what you can do, not what you can't. These mindset shifts are simple, but they're powerful tools for embracing life at 60 and beyond. And the best part? They're completely within your control. You don't need anyone else's permission or participation to make them happen. They're all about you and your well-being. But we're just getting started. In the next part of this video, we'll dive into 2 more mindset shifts that can help you stop worrying about aging and start living your best life. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Now that we've talked about seeing aging as a privilege and focusing on what you can do, let's dive into the next 2 mindset shifts that can help you stop worrying about aging and start embracing life at 60. These shifts are all about redefining your sense of purpose and finding joy in the present moment. They're powerful tools for living a happier, more fulfilling life, no matter your age. So let's keep the conversation going and explore how you can make these shifts work for you. The third mindset shift is redefine your purpose. For many of us, our sense of purpose was tied to our careers, raising children, or other responsibilities that kept us busy for decades. But as we get older, those roles often change or even disappear, and that can leave us feeling lost or unsure of what to do next. But here's the thing, your purpose doesn't have to be tied to a job or a title. It can be anything that brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of meaning. Maybe it's volunteering in your community, mentoring younger people, or pursuing a hobby you've always loved. Maybe it's simply being there for your family or enjoying the freedom to explore new interests. The key is to ask yourself, what lights me up? What makes me feel alive? When you redefine your purpose in a way that aligns with who you are now, it can breathe new life into your days and give you something to look forward to. And let's be honest, there's something incredibly liberating about creating a purpose that's entirely your own. Now let's move on to the fourth mindset shift. Live in the present moment. It's easy to get caught up in worrying about the future or regretting the past. Maybe you're concerned about your health, your finances, or what life will look like in 10 years. Or maybe you find yourself thinking about all the things you wish you'd done differently. But here's the truth. The only moment you truly have is right now. When you learn to live in the present, you free yourself from the weight of the past and the anxiety of the future. It's about savoring the small joys of everyday life, the warmth of the sun on your face, the laughter of a loved one, the taste of your favorite meal. One way to practice this is through mindfulness. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, noticing the sights and sounds around you, or fully immersing yourself in whatever you're doing. When you live in the present, you'll find that life feels richer, fuller, and more meaningful. And the best part? You don't need anything special to do it, just a willingness to be here, right now. Now, I want to take a moment to address something that might come up as you think about these shifts. What if I'm not sure how to find my purpose or live in the moment? Maybe you're feeling stuck or unsure of where to start. That's completely okay. These shifts don't have to happen overnight. Start small. Maybe today your purpose is simply to enjoy a cup of coffee or take a walk outside. Maybe living in the moment means pausing to appreciate something beautiful, like a sunset or a kind word from a friend. The important thing is to take small steps, even when you're not sure where they'll lead, because those small steps can add up to big changes over time. So let's recap what we've covered in this part. Third, redefine your purpose to find joy and fulfillment in this chapter of life. Fourth, live in the present moment to savor the beauty of everyday life. These mindset shifts are all about helping you create a life that feels meaningful and joyful, no matter your age. And the best part? They're completely within your control. You don't need anyone else's permission or participation to make them happen. They're all about you and your well-being. But we're not done yet. In the next part of this video, we'll explore the final mindset shift that can help you stop worrying about aging, and I'll share some practical tips for making these shifts stick. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. We've covered so much already. Seeing aging as a privilege, focusing on what you can do, redefining your purpose, and living in the present moment. These mindset shifts are all about helping you stop worrying about aging and start embracing life at 60 with joy and confidence. Now, let's dive into the fifth and final mindset shift, which ties everything together and helps you create a sustainable, positive outlook on life. This last shift is all about self-compassion, growth, and celebrating the journey of aging. So, let's finish strong. The fifth mindset shift is embrace change and keep growing. Let's face it, aging comes with change. Your body changes, your relationships change, and your priorities change. And while change can be uncomfortable, it's also an opportunity for growth. Think about it. Every stage of life has brought new challenges and new opportunities, and this one is no different. Maybe it's learning a new skill, exploring a new hobby, or simply adapting to a new routine. The key is to approach change with curiosity and openness, rather than fear or resistance. When you embrace change as a natural part of life, it becomes easier to see it as an adventure rather than a threat. And here's the thing, growth doesn't stop just because you've reached a certain age. In fact, some of the most fulfilling growth can happen later in life when you have the time and wisdom to truly appreciate it. So whether it's trying something new, meeting new people, or simply adopting a new perspective, keep growing. Because when you stop growing, you stop living. Now let's take a moment to recap all 5 mindset shifts we've covered in this video. First, see aging as a privilege, not a problem. Second, focus on what you can do, not what you can't. Third, redefine your purpose to find joy and fulfillment. Fourth, live in the present moment to savor the beauty of everyday life. And fifth, embrace change and keep growing. These shifts are simple, but they're powerful tools for helping you stop worrying about aging and start embracing it with confidence and joy. And the best part? They're completely within your control. You don't need anyone else's permission or participation to make them happen. They're all about you and your well-being. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few practical tips for making these mindset shifts stick. First, start small. You don't have to do everything at once. Pick one shift to focus on, and once it feels natural, add another. Second, be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and that's okay. What matters is that you're taking steps in the right direction. Third, surround yourself with positivity. Whether it's through books, podcasts, or supportive friends, fill your life with things that inspire and uplift you. And finally, celebrate your progress. Every small step you take toward embracing aging is a victory, and it's worth celebrating. So, if you've been feeling anxious or uncertain about aging, I encourage you to give these mindset shifts a try. Start with one and see how it feels. You might be surprised at how much of a difference it can make. And remember, aging isn't something to fear. It's something to celebrate. It's a chance to live life on your own terms, to grow in ways you never imagined, and to savor every moment along the way. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these mindset shifts are you excited to try? How do you embrace aging in your own life? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tips and insights on living a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life at 60 and beyond. Here's to embracing aging with confidence, joy, and a whole lot of heart.